Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today the Cubs looking to end this homestand on a high note as they face the Pirates on this Sunday afternoon to wrap up the 6-game home set. In today's game against the Pirates, the Cubs and Pirates have split the first 2 games of this series. Lance McCullers is going to be on the mound. He is making start number 8 with a 5-1 record, 2.72 ERA and a 1.37 WHIP. The Cubs lineup today will be Hoerner, Correa, Rizzo, Springer, Santana, Ramos, Tauchman, McCullers batting 8th, and Isaac Paradas batting 9th. The Pirates will be sending Trevor Williams out to the mound. Trevor Williams has looked very good recently. He's making start number 7 with a 2-2 record, 2.17 ERA, and a 1.34 WHIP. Pirates lineup will be Newman, Polanco, Reynolds, Moran, Riddle, Stallings, Hayes, Martin, and the pitcher Williams batting 9th. It is 58 degrees, the wind blowing in from right, a little softer today, 9 mph, about half the speed it was yesterday. And we see the Cubs coming out to take the field. With McCullers on the mound, the Cubs are ready to face the Pirates leadoff hitter Kevin Newman. The Pirates coming into today's game with an 11-20 record, last place in the Central, facing off with the Cubs who have a 21-12 record and sit atop the division. With a 3-1 count now, McCullers is looking for the sign and delivering the pitch, and there is ball 4 low, so the leadoff walk is issued. The runner is on first, and Polanco is the next batter. Nobody out, 1 man on. Polanco waiting for the 1-2 count. There's a swing and a miss for a strike 3. That was a changeup in the dirt. And Polanco was fooled. He chased it. So now Bryan Reynolds the batter. With 1 out, 1 man on. Here's a 1-2 count. And Reynolds swings and misses for strike 3. That was the cutter. And he ran it right in on his hands for strike 3. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for McCullers, and that brings up Moran with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the 1-ball count. And the pitch to Moran, it's a pop-up on the infield. Coming over is Correa. He's called off by Hoerner, who puts it away to end the inning. So the Cubs retire the Pirates with 4 batters in the first inning. We go to the bottom of the first of a 0-0 ball game. Nico Hoerner leading off against the Pirates' Trevor Williams here in the bottom of the first. Here comes a 2-strike count, and the pitch to Nico Hoerner. Hoerner grounds it to short. The throw goes over to first, and that'll be out number 1. Carlos Correa, the batter, with 1 out, nobody on. 2-strike count to Carlos Correa. Here comes the name. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. A big curveball. Williams got him to swing and miss. Bringing up Anthony Rizzo. 2 outs, nobody on base. 2-2 count. Williams delivers the pitch, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a fastball. Blew it right by him. So the Cubs go down in order. We go to the top of the second of a scoreless ball game. JT Riddle facing off with McCullers here in the top of the second inning. Full count. McCullers delivers. There's a drive into center field. Straightaway center. It's off the wall. Riddle has got extra bases. He slides into second with a leadoff double. That was a rocket out to straightaway center field, and there was no way Springer was going to catch up with that. So Stallings now the batter with the runner on second, nobody out. McCullers working with a 1-strike count. And there's a pop-up in short left. Going back is the shortstop Correa. He makes the catch on the grass for out number 1. Ke'Bryan Hayes now the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Here's the 2-2 count, and McCullers delivers strike 3 on the curveball. Swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. And now with 2 outs and nobody on, Jason Martin will be the batter. 3 strikeouts in the game for McCullers. Martin coming up to the plate with the go-ahead runner on second and 2 outs. Here's the 2-2 pitch and a grounder to second. Picked up by the second baseman, Hoerner. He throws to first, and 4-3 will end the inning. So the Pirates strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the second of a 0-0 contest. George Springer now going to lead off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the second inning. 1-ball count. Springer driving that one right up the middle. That was a gut shot into center field for the single. That is the Cubs' first base hit of this ball game. Springer now on first with Santana the batter. Nobody out, 1 man on. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Danny Santana, and he grounds it over to second. And the ball is bobbled. The second baseman, Newman, kicks it, and that's going to mean everybody is safe. So the Cubs catching a break there. First and second now with nobody out. That was a tailor-made double play ground ball, and Newman just biffed it. So Wilson Ramos now the batter with nobody out and 2 men on here in the bottom of the second inning. Williams facing Ramos with a 1-ball count. And he hits him in the knee with the pitch. So taking first base the hard way, that's going to load the bases for the Cubs. And now Mike Tauchman is the batter. Tauchman comes up with the bases loaded, nobody out, in a tie ball game here in the bottom of the second inning. Cubs looking to break through with the first runs in this game. Williams working with a full count. Here's the pitch to Tauchman. A liner, a little looper into short center field. The second baseman is going to catch it. The umpire actually calls an infield fly. So Newman makes the catch. That is the first out of the inning. And now Lance McCullers the batter with 1 out. And the bases loaded. McCullers with the infield in, facing Trevor Williams. And McCullers is going to be allowed to swing away. He's got 3 hits and 4 RBIs already this season. Let's see if he can punch one through the drawn-in infield. Here's a 1-strike count and a pop-up to right. That's not going to be deep enough. The right fielder has it. The throw goes to the cutoff man, and that is out number 2. So now Paradas the batter. With 2 outs and the bases still loaded, Paradas looking to come through for the Cubs here with a big base hit. Here's a 2-2 count and the pitch to Paradas. And there's a grounder up the middle. Second baseman has it, throws over to first, which ends the inning. The Cubs had the bases loaded with nobody out and could not drive in the run. We go now to the top of the third inning of a still scoreless ball game. McCullers facing his opponent, Trevor Williams, to lead off the Pirates half of the third. Here's a 1-2 count. And the pitch, there's a swing and a miss on an inside curveball for strike 1, for out number 1. 4th strikeout of the day for McCullers. And I think he's going to have to change one of those C's in his name to a K here eventually. McCullers now facing Newman with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-2 count. McCullers delivers strike 3 on the changeup. That is the 5th strikeout of the game, 2nd out of the inning. McCullers now facing Gregory Polanco with 2 outs and nobody on. McCullers working with a 2-strike count. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. The cutter strikes out the side. We're going to the bottom of the third now with a 0-0 ball game. Nico Hoerner leading off against Trevor Williams to lead off the Cubs half of the third inning. 1-strike count. Hoerner waiting for the pitch. There's a liner down the right field line. Where was that base hit an inning ago? Hoerner's going for extra bases. He rounds first, sliding into second with a lead-off double. So Nico Hoerner is on base in scoring position. And now Carlos Correa is the batter. With nobody out, 1 man on. Hoerner on second. Stallings with a decent arm, and Williams above average at holding runners. So Correa is going to be swinging away here with a 2-ball count. And he lines that one over the first baseman's head into right field. That's going to drive in the run. Oh no, the stop. The third base coach put up the stop sign, and Hoerner puts on the brakes as he rounds third. So the Cubs now have runners on the corners with nobody out, and Anthony Rizzo stepping up to the plate. Here is the 1-2 count, and the pitch to Rizzo. There's a pop-up deep right field, going back toward the warning track. The catch is made. The throw comes home, but the throw gets away. So the runner is going to tag up to go from first to second. Hoerner is going to come in to score. Correa advances to second, and Rizzo is credited with the RBI sacrifice fly. That is 27 RBIs for him on the season, leading the team. Now George Springer is the batter. Cubs up 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. Correa's on second. There's 1 out. Springer facing Williams. Here's the 2-strike pitch. And a liner past the shortstop into left field. There's another base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Correa. The throw comes directly home. The slide, and he is safe. And George Springer comes through with an RBI base hit. So now the Cubs have a 2-0 lead. Danny Santana is the next batter. With 1 out, the runner on second. Williams facing Santana. Here comes the first pitch. Santana drives that one in the gap in right center field. That's going to drive in another run. Springer rounding third and heading home. Santana's going to have a stand-up double, and the Cubs now have a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Santana delivering the RBI double. He now has 12 RBIs on the season, brings up Wilson Ramos. Santana on second, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Williams getting knocked around this inning. Here's the 3-1 count. And Ramos off the end of the bat pops it up into short right field. Coming in is the right fielder Polanco. He reaches up to get the glove on it for out number 2. Mike Tauschman now the batter. 0 for 1 today. Facing Williams with Santana on second and 2 outs. Here is the first pitch to Mike Tauschman, and that is an intentional walk. He is going to be awarded first. Bringing up the pitcher, McCullers, with 2 outs and 2 men on here in the bottom of the third inning. Williams facing McCullers with a 1-strike count. And McCullers is going to ground that one to second. The throw goes over to first, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs score 3 times and take a 3-0 lead into the top of the 4th inning. McCullers facing Brian Reynolds here in the top of the 4th with a full count. There's a pop-up behind second base. Going back is Horner. He makes the catch in the grass in short right field for out number 1. Colin Moran the batter with 1 out, nobody on. McCullers working with a 2-strike count. Here's the pitch. Grounder over to first. Rizzo has it. He takes it himself to the base. That is out number 2. JT Riddle the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. McCullers working with a 2-2 count. And a liner past the first baseman into right field. That'll be a 2-out single. Riddle manages to solve that sinker and get the 2-out base hit, bringing up Jacob Stallings. 2 outs, 1 man on. Riddle is on first. 1-2 is the count. And McCullers takes advantage of it. Swing and miss for strike 3. So 7 strikeouts in the game for McCullers. We go to the bottom of the 4th of a 3-0 ball game. Isaac Paradas will lead off the Cubs here in the bottom of the 4th. 2-2 count. Paradas waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. And a liner left center field. Going over is the left fielder, Reynolds, who makes the catch for out number 1. Horner now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Williams working with a 3-1 count. And there is inside for ball 4. So Horner takes his base. He heads down to first, bringing up Carlos Correa. 1 out, 1 man on. Cubs looking to add some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-1 is the count, and a pop-up to deep right field. The wind's going to knock this one down on the warning track, a few feet short of the wall. Polanco makes the catch for out number 2. Next up, Anthony Rizzo, with Horner still on first and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's a 1-ball count. The shift is on. Rizzo is hit by the pitch. That's the 2nd hit by pitch in this game. The Cubs now have Rizzo on first, Horner on second, and George Springer is the next batter. 2 outs, 2 men on. Springer waiting for the first pitch from Williams. And there's a pop-up to left. Chasing toward the line is the left fielder, Reynolds. He makes the catch for out number 3. So the Cubs strand 2. We go to the top of the 5th of a 3-0 ball game. McCullers now working against Ke'Bryan Hayes here in the top of the 5th inning with a 2-ball count. And there's a liner past the third baseman in the left field. That's going to be a leadoff single for the Pirates. Ke'Bryan Hayes stopping at first. Jason Martin now the batter with nobody out, 1 man on. Martin facing McCullers with a full count. Here comes the pitch. Liner down the right field line. That's going to be another base hit. That goes all the way down in the corner. May drive in a run. The throw goes to the cutoff man. The runner rounding third, heading home. He is going to score without a throw. And the Cubs have just had their lead cut by a third. It is now a 3-1 game in favor of Chicago. Credit Jason Martin with the RBI double in the top of the 5th inning. It brings up the pitcher Trevor Williams with nobody out and runner on second. Williams looking to probably lay down a bunt here. First pitch, the bunt is laid down. Ramos pops out from behind the plate. He throws to first. That'll be out number 1. The sacrifice is successful as Martin advances to third, and now Kevin Newman the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. McCullers working. 1-1 count. There's a liner into the gap in right center field. That's going to drive in another run. Newman rounding first, heading for second. He will have extra bases. Sliding into second with an RBI double. And now this is a 3-2 ball game in the top of the 5th inning. The Pirates' Kevin Newman getting the RBI double, bringing up Gregory Polanco with 1 out, 1 man on. McCullers is struggling here in the top of the 5th inning. I believe it's going to be time to warm up a reliever. We're going to see warming up in the Cub bullpen will be Blake Taylor. In the event that we need to get out of this 5th inning, I'm going to visit the mound. McCullers says no worries. No worries, really? I'm worried we're going to give up the lead. Polanco facing McCullers with 1 out and runner on second. Here is the 2-2 count, and McCullers delivers a curveball for strike 3. So that is going to be the 2nd out of the inning. Strikeout number 8 from McCullers that brings up Bryan Reynolds. Reynolds has been red hot. I think we're going to do you pitch to Reynolds with 2 outs and try to get out of the inning. He's 0 for 2 today. McCullers seems to really be successful against him. We're going to let McCullers pitch to Reynolds and see if he can get out of this inning. Top of the 5th, 2 outs, 1 man on. Tying run is on second base. Here's a full count, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. The ball gets away, but Ramos recovers and throws down to first to record the strikeout and end the inning. So the Pirates score twice, and the Cubs take a 1-run lead into the bottom of the 5th inning. So Blake Taylor's going to sit back down. How many pitches has Mr. McCullers thrown? He has thrown 92. And he is going to have to face lefty-lefty in the next half inning. I don't know. We'll see if we get to McCullers' spot in the lineup, but my guess is we're probably not going to let him go out there for another inning. Santana facing Williams to lead off in the bottom of the 5th inning. Santana 1 for 2 with an RBI today. Here's a full count. Santana waiting for the pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Santana goes down swinging at the fastball at 92, and now Wilson Ramos the batter. That is strikeout number 3 for Trevor Williams. Ramos facing Williams. He's 0 for 1 today. Bottom of the 5th inning, 2-2 count. Ramos grounds that one up the middle. Shortstop dives. He has it, but it gets by him into center field. That is going to be an infield single for Wilson Ramos. He has now a 13-game hitting streak. So Ramos is on first. Tauschman is the next batter with 1 out, 1 man on. Tauschman facing Williams with a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch, and a pop-up behind second base. The shortstop Riddle has it for out number 2. And now the pitcher spot comes up, which means that we are going to, in fact, send up a pinch hitter. Blake Taylor will be ready to come in out of the bullpen with 2 outs and the runner on first. The pinch hitter is going to be Thairo Estrada. Estrada comes up facing Trevor Williams with 2 outs and Ramos on first here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Estrada with a .219 batting average, 1 home run and 5 RBIs on the season. Williams working with a 1-ball count. Here is the pitch, and Estrada lines that one into right field. That's a base hit. Ramos rounding second and stopping, and now the Cubs have first and second with 2 outs, and Isaac Paradas the batter. Williams is going to face Paradas with a 1-run deficit, trying to hold the Cubs here with 2 outs and 2 men on. Williams working with a 1-1 count. And there's a pop-up to center. I believe that's going to do it. The center fielder gets under it. Martin makes the catch to end the inning. So we go to the top of the 6th. The Cubs strand 2. This is still a 3-2 ball game. And now we're going to see Estrada is going to stay in the game and play third base. And Blake Taylor will come in and pitch out of the number 9 spot. Taylor comes into the game. He's thrown 15 2/3 innings, walked 5, struck out 19 with a 1.15 ERA. Taylor is going to face the 4, 5, and 6 batters in the Pirates lineup here in the top of the 6th inning. Taylor working with a 2-ball count to Colin Moran. Here's the sign and the pitch. And Moran's going to ground that one to short. Correa has it. He throws over to first for out number 1. JT Riddle now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 is the count. The grounder goes over to first this time. Rizzo deals with it himself, taking the ball to the bag and recording out number 2. That'll be 3 unassisted for the scorebook. And Jacob Stallings now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Taylor working with a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. So that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th of a 3-2 ball game. And now we are going to warm up for the 7th inning. Junior Fernandez. Adam Clymer is coming out of the Pirate bullpen to throw the bottom of the 6th inning. He has thrown 4 1/3 innings, walked none, struck out 5 with a 2.08 ERA. He is going to face the top of the Cubs lineup in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hoerner leading off for the Cubs. He is 1 for 2 today. 1-1 is the count. Hoerner waiting for the pitch. And there's a liner into center field. That'll be a leadoff single. Nico Hoerner with a big wide turn at first, but he heads back to the base, bringing up Carlos Correa. Nobody out, 1 man on. And the Cubs are going to be looking to steal here with Nico Hoerner. Let's see what the Pirates give us. There's a first pitch is strike 1 with the sinker. We're going to run on the second pitch. Hoerner's going to try to steal second. Let's see what. Oh, there's a throw over to first. Not in time. They had that one all sorted out. Let's just swing away at this pitch then. There's a grounder over to third. The third baseman dives. He throws over to first. No chance at getting Hoerner at second. So that's going to act as a sacrifice now. The Cubs have runner on second and 1 out. And the next batter is Rizzo. Bottom of the 6th inning. Rizzo facing Keimer. Here is the pitch. That is outside. Oh, that's an intentional walk. So Rizzo receives the free pass, bringing up George Springer. With 1 out and 2 men on, here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now, this is going to be Rizzo's big chance to get a potential stolen base. We're going to be looking for a spot for a double steal here. Springer will swing away at the first pitch. Let's see what happens. There's a pop-up, deep right field. That's going to be foul. Oh, just missed. That was very nearly a double, but it missed being fair by about a foot. So now, that was the sinker. Let's see what the second pitch is going to be. With 1 strike, he fouls that one back, so now there's 2 strikes. Runner's still on first and second, and Springer just going to be allowed to swing away here with an 0-2 count. And he's going to ground it over to short. The throw goes to second, the relay to first. There's the 6-4-3 double play. So the inning is over. The Cubs strand 2. We go to the top of the 7th of a 3-2 ball game. And Junior Fernandez is ready to come into the game to pitch for the Cubs. He will be brought in to face the 7, 8, and 9 batters in the Pirate lineup here in the top of the 7th inning. Junior Fernandez has thrown 16 2/3 innings, walked 8, struck out 21 with a 2.70 ERA. Fernandez facing Brian Hayes. First pitch to Hayes, and that is a changeup for strike 1. We're going to switch this back over to 1-pitch mode. Here's a 2-2 count, and the pitch from Fernandez, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. The sinker that went down and in on him, and that is the first out of the inning. Jason Martin now the batter. 1 out and nobody on. Here is the full count pitch to Jason Martin. And that is low. It is ball 4, so the walk is issued. Martin heads down to first, and now we're going to see a pinch hitter, Josh Bell, come up to the plate. With the Pirates down by 1 in the top of the 7th inning, and we're going to have to warm up a reliever. In this case, it is going to be Patterson, in case that we need to face the lefties at the top of the Pirate lineup. Fernandez facing Bell with 1 out, 1 man on here in the top of the 7th inning. Bell coming off the bench. He has a .219 batting average, 4 home runs, and 16 RBIs. Here is the 2-2 count and the pitch to Bell, and that is strike 3 called. The slider right on the outside corner. Nasty pitch there by Junior Fernandez, and nothing Bell could do with it. So now Kevin Newman is the batter with 2 outs and the runner still on first. Fernandez facing Newman to try to get out of the inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fernandez delivering. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That'll end the inning. So Fernandez gets 2 critical strikeouts to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th of a 3-2 ball game. And for today's 7th inning stretch, we have Steven Tyler in the booth with us today to lead the middle of the 7th inning chorus. And now, Kyle Crick is coming out of the Pirate bullpen. He was very tough in his last appearance against the Cubs. Kyle Crick has thrown 11 and a third innings, walked 4, struck out 7 with a 2.38 ERA. Crick will face Santana to lead off for the Cubs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the 2-strike count, and Crick delivering the pitch. And a grounder over to first. Picked up and heading over to the bag, that's Moran. He makes the first out of the inning. Wilson Ramos now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Ramos facing Crick here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the first pitch, and Ramos is going to drill that one down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases. Ramos rounding first, heading for second. He will have a stand-up double with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So the Cubs have a runner in scoring position, and Ramos at this point will be pinch run for him. Malik Smith is going to come off the bench to pinch run for the catcher, Ramos. Tauschman is the next batter. He is going to face Crick with 1 out and the runner on second. And Malik Smith is an excellent candidate to try to steal third here in this situation. However, Crick throws really hard. That last fastball was at 99 miles an hour. So let's see what this at-bat with Tauschman looks like. On the first pitch, Crick delivers. That's a pitch out. Oh, and he's going to be walked. They're going to walk Tauschman to bring up Thairo Estrada. With 1 out and 2 men on base, now Crick facing Estrada here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And now this is a guarantee. We're actually going to do the double steal on the first pitch here. See what happens. Here comes the pitch. The runners go. The throw goes down to third, and he is safe. So the Cubs now have second and third with 1 out. And Estrada facing Crick, trying to expand the Cub lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The infield is now drawn in. Estrada facing Crick with a full count, and that is strike 3 called. The fastball at 100 mile an hour, and he just watched it blaze on by. Now Junior Fernandez is the batter, and we're going to get a pinch hitter for Junior Fernandez. It is going to be Ryan Braun. Ryan Braun coming in to pinch hit. We need to make sure that for the 8th inning that we have Birdie warmed up and ready to come in. So Braun facing Crick with 2 men on and 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cubs up by 1. Here comes the pitch, the 2-2 pitch from Crick. And Braun takes strike 3 looking, so that is going to end the inning. The Cubs strand 2. We go to the top of the 8th of a 3-2 ball game. So now, because of the way things worked out, Birdie is going to come in to the number 9 spot, and he is going to pitch. Miguel Amaya, we brought into the number 6 spot, and he is going to catch. Birdie coming in. He has thrown 12 and 2/3 innings, walked 5, struck out 16 with a 1.42 ERA. He is going to face Polanco, Reynolds, and Moran here in the top of the 8th inning. Birdie working with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And Birdie gets him to pop up to right center field. Chasing his Springer toward the warning track. He puts it away for out number 1. Next up is going to be Brian Reynolds with 1 out and nobody on. Birdie facing Reynolds with a full count. Here comes the pitch from Birdie. And a check swing, that's ball 4. So Reynolds draws the walk. He heads down to first, bringing up Colin Moran. With 1 out and the tying run on first here in the top of the 8th inning. Here is the first pitch to Colin Moran. He's going to ground it to second. Throw goes to short. There's no relay to first, however, as the fielder's choice will allow Moran to get on base. The double play could not be turned, and now Riddle is the batter. With 2 outs and the runner still on first here in the top of the 8th inning. Here's a 2-2 count and the pitch and a pop-up on the infield. Coming over is the third baseman, Estrada. He makes the catch, which ends the inning. So the Pirates strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the 8th of a 3-2 ball game. Horner now facing Crick to lead off for the Cubs in the bottom of the 8th inning. With a 3-1 count, here comes the pitch, and a liner up the middle. That's another base hit. So the Cubs have the leadoff man on base here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And now Carlos Correa, the batter. Runner on first. And Rafael Dolis is going to come out of the Pirate bullpen to be the next pitcher. He has thrown 9 1/3 innings. He has 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and an ERA of 96 cents. So Correa facing Dolis here in the bottom of the 8th with nobody out, 1 man on. Correa is going to start out swinging away at the first pitch. Let's see what happens. Here comes the pitch from Dolis. There's a foul ball on a fastball at 97. So now Horner is going to be running on the second pitch. Let's see what happens here. The check swing, he held up, that's a ball, and Horner held at first. So now we're going to swing away again at a 1-1 pitch, and a grounder up the middle for another base hit. Horner rounding second, heading for third. The throw goes to third. Horner, with a good jump on that play, he gets from first to third on the single. So Correa with the base hit, and that brings up Anthony Rizzo with a runner on third, actually runners on the corners, with nobody out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs up by 1. Rizzo facing Dolis. He is 0 for 1 with an RBI today. Here is the first pitch to Anthony Rizzo. And that is outside for ball 1. I guess we're going to switch this back over 1-pitch mode. There we go. Dolis facing Rizzo with a 3-1 count. And that's a pop-up on the infield. Coming over as the third baseman, he's going to make the play, Hayes, for out number 1. Next up, George Springer. He's 2 for 4 today with an RBI. Facing Dolis with 1 out, runners on the corners. Here's a 1-2 pitch. And Springer lines that one past the third baseman in the left field. That's going to drive in a run. Stopping at second is Horner. And the Cubs now have a 4-2 lead. Excuse me, stopping at second is Correa. Horner scored. Springer's on first now. He has 22 RBIs in the season, and Danny Santana is the next batter. With 1 out, 2 men on. Santana facing Dolis in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's a 1-1 pitch. And Santana is going to pop it up to right. This is not particularly deep. The right fielder, however, drops it. Oh, the wind must have been playing tricks on him. Polanco commits the error, and the bases are now loaded with a Miguel Amaya coming up to bat. 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs up by 2. Here's the full count pitch to Miguel Amaya, and there's a grounder up the middle for another base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are going to score. The throw comes home, but it's late. Miguel Amaya with the 2-run RBI single in the bottom of the 8th inning, giving the Cubs a 6-2 lead. And now Mike Tauchman is the batter. With 1 out, runners on first and second. Tauchman facing Dolis with an 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And that is strike 3 called. So Tauchman goes down looking. Fastball in the inside corner, and Thairo Estrada is the next batter. 2 outs and 2 men on here in the bottom of the 8th. Estrada facing a new Pirate reliever. This is the lefty Joely Rodriguez. He has thrown 6 1/3 innings, walked 7, struck out 5. That's kind of reverse of what you would expect, with an ERA of 11.37. So Estrada now looking to help the Cubs expand their lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 outs, 2 men on. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Estrada swinging and missing for strike 3, so that will end the inning. We go down to the top of the 9th. The Cubs have a 4-run lead over the Pirates, and Nick Birdie coming out to work his second inning here in the top of the 9th inning. We're going to warm up a reliever. On the off chance that it should be needed, we will warm up Joe Jimenez. Now, Birdie working against Stallings in the top of the 9th inning. Here comes the first pitch. There's a grounder to short. Correa has it. He throws over to first. That'll be out number 1. Next up, Ke'Bryan Hayes. With 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Birdie delivers, and that is ball 4, so the walk is issued. And now we're going to walk out here and talk to Birdie. He's going to say the arm feels fine. That's all I can tell you. Jimenez is warming up. Ke'Bryan Hayes is on first, and Jason Martin is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Here's a 1-strike pitch. Birdie delivers. There's a liner into center field. That'll be a base hit. The throw goes down to third as the runners stop advancing. And now the Pirates have 2 men on with 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. And Jose Osuna is the batter. Birdie looking to run out of gas here in the top of the 9th inning. And Jimenez is ready to come in out of the bullpen. So we're going to go ahead and bring him in. Jimenez is going to face Osuna with 1 out, 2 men on here in the top of the 9th. Jimenez looking to protect the lead against the pinch hitter for the Pirates in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the full count pitch. Jimenez delivering. And here it comes. There's a drive. Playable left center field. Coming over is the left fielder Santana. He makes the catch for out number 2. So now the Pirates down to their final out, and Kevin Newman is the batter with 2 outs, 2 men on here in the top of the 9th inning. Pirates down by 4. Jimenez working with a 1-ball count. And he gets a pop up to center. Coming into Springer. He looks up and makes the catch to end the game. So the Cubs are victorious 6-2. They take 2 out of 3 from the Pirates and 5 out of 6 on this homestand. The Cubs, George Springer is the player of the game. He went 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs in today's game. McCullers gets the win. He improves to 6-1. He threw 5 innings of 5-hit, 2-run baseball with 1 walk and 9 strikeouts. The Cubs also got 4 innings of scoreless relief out of the bullpen today. Trevor Williams of the Pirates suffers the loss. He went 5 innings, allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. And he suffers the loss to drop to 2-3. The Cubs improved to 22-12. They are again 10 games over 500. And the Pirates drop to 11-21. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.